So now we're going to have a look at some grips from guard and from passing, which is super important because like I said, you don't have the gi. And so many people become reliant on the grips on the gi that when they go to no-gi, especially the jiu-jitsu part, they don't know how to grip or anything like that. Most of these grips I got from wrestling, especially like wrestling with Russians as well, because they're so grip heavy, the ones I've been training with. So it makes it so much easier to translate what I was doing with the wrestling into the guard and into the passing. So I'm going to show you a couple common positions and the fundamentals from those grips. The first one being someone's trying to pass on their knees or something like this. The same as before when we're standing from the far distance attacks, the first thing I like to get is the wrist. Okay, I'm always trying to control the wrist, but in this situation I can't put my head here and pull down, so it's a lot easier for him to pull this out. Okay, so I don't like to just hold one hand on the wrist. I like to go the double. The same thing, the butterfly grip before, where I fold my hand over, cup on top, and I've got to make sure the exit zone is between here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and close this as much as I can without compromising the back position, and I'm going to try and pull him back like that, like a fishing rod. I know if I'm here and in place and I start pulling him like that, it makes it way harder for him to get this off now. Trying to break this grip. It's very hard for him to break it without bringing his foot so close forward. So he could get leverage to pull this back, but he would have to have his leg. There we go. So he's got leverage now to pull this out, but look what I've got. So if that did happen, good, I go straight to the leg. And I wouldn't just go straight to the leg here, I would pull myself right underneath him, go to single leg X. This is a really good position. Most sweeps and attacks, especially now, come from attacking the legs. So using the arms to set up the legs is such a fundamental way and a really deceptive way. Same thing if he's on both knees. If he's on both knees, what I usually do, especially with really big, heavy guys, because they're hard to move, I just attack the one arm. Okay, and I'll hold it to here, and I'll go to a 2-on-1. Marcelo Garcia used to use this all the time. The good thing about this is you can't have a 2-on-1 like this so easily, because if he's going to pull it out, especially slippery, it's a really bad angle. Excuse me. So what I do is I grab the bicep and the crick of the elbow here, and I push his wrist in here. Now if he's going to pull, this holds it nice and tight. Okay, you see now I've changed the angle, so this becomes a really good lever, and I'm just pushing this here. Now he hasn't got a lot of strength in his tricep to strengthen this out, but I hold it here. From here, now he has to worry because he knows there's nothing blocking me from running around to the back. If he stayed here, I would literally just go straight to the back here. So what is he going to do most likely to defend me going to his back? He's going to step one of his right foot up. He's going to go here to block that. Now I can't go to his back because his leg's there. But what can I do? Straight underneath him again. Lift him up. Straight in here. I can use my hand to help as well. In that position, when we're this far, and he brings his leg so far out to try and defend that, I can just grab his hand, pull it out. Craig Jones would love this shit, okay?